Hello friends! By nature of technology, I am here for Thursday Live. However, I am currently on vacation. But I wanted to be able to be here to share and talk because I had a little epiphany. And every now and then we get a little epiphany and we like to dive in, and I want to share it with you. So I was thinking about it. And as it's getting close to month end, and as we're working through, and we know that the Labor Day weekend is coming up, and we know that people are going to be out and about and chatting, this is a great opportunity to be able to take advantage of the periods of time that people are taking couch days or downtime, or even just time away from connecting often. For my friends that are introverts, needing a little bit of downtime is often necessary, and at times we have our phones with that. So I was thinking about how we can utilize this to capitalize for your businesses using Amy. So let's dive in. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Janessa Oriel, and I'm the head of community here at here at Amy, formerly known as Maven, and I'm so excited to be able to be here live to chat with you today. So let's dive in and make it happen. I'm going to go ahead and open Amy, and one of the things I want to encourage you to do between now and month end, and maybe even through the beginning of the month, totally up to you, although stats will change, is I want to talk about how you can drive individuals to your personal website. What do I mean by that? First, let's talk about a baseline. Let's talk about where you're at. Now, Amy allows you to track how many friends have actually clicked through some sort of Amy-generated link to get to your website. What that means is anytime you share a product, anytime people select a link on your social shop that leads them to your website, anytime any of that information comes through, Amy's super smart and keeps track. Let me show you. Under your dashboard, which is in the lower left-hand corner right there, you can actually go ahead and pull up your stats, right, for your business at any given point in the month. Now, heads up, this actually refreshes on the first of the month, which is totally fine. It means that you'll have a new baseline, right? So in this example, scrolling down, you can see the teal square there says 10 personal site visits. My goal is knowing that I've had 10 personal site visits. I want to see what I can do to increase that goal. Now, I like setting targets and then trying to achieve them. In this case, I have 10 personal site visits. Normally, I would say increase those views by 20% or so, but that would only be 2. I would love to actually currently double it in this particular example. However, that might be a bit of a stretch. Ideally, you want to aim to increase this number if you're accepting this super special challenge. Go ahead and increase this by the end of the month by 20 to 50%, okay? Wherever you feel comfortable. If you feel comfortable by increasing it by 10%, you can do that too. But what I'm sharing with you today is if you actually take some of these things and test them out, I can assure you that you're going to be providing links for people to be able to gather some more information on. So how do you do that? How do you increase your personal site visit links? There's a couple ways. The first and easiest way is to go over to settings, scroll down, go to business links, and here you have an opportunity page link. So if you are looking at recruiting through the end of the month and you want to grow your team, you can go ahead and use that opportunity link, and that will actually, if you just copy it, it'll actually, and anytime someone selects that, let me show you an example of that. Let's go over here. You can just paste and go here. Now this is the Pineapple Crown opportunity. So every time someone selects that link that you just shared, it counts as a personal site visit, right? Because it went to your personal site, to your opportunity page for your company. Additionally, if someone selects a link from your social shop, this is the same link, that counts as a view as well. So if we were to go back to our dashboard, kind of refresh it here. Oh, it's not going to refresh it for me. We're going to close out and come back. Because every now and then, when I try and demo things, okay, so you're going to have to trust me on this. So my goal is to be able to, it's going to go ahead, I don't know what the interval is, but it will update here. So in theory, I will have already added 2 personal site visits because they came from the Amy app. Additionally, what you can do is you can create opportunities for your customers to take a look at items using a social shop. So for example, under build your social media presence, this means you need to have your social shop set up, and you can do that in settings, and there's going to be help articles that will populate. If not today, then we'll get them populated in the near future below in the comments. Additionally, you can go ahead and you also need to make sure that Instagram is attached and public. So what that does is every time you post to your Instagram, it'll actually go ahead and ask you if it's business related. In this case, I'm going to say yes. Now, if I'm highlighting some new products, for example, I can put together a collection of my favorites, and I can do this using the social shop, and then I have the ability to share those items with my friends. I need the shampoo and some sunglasses for sure, because it looks like we're traveling there. All right, so I have all that I want to provide in this particular collection. So I have the art print, beach towel, bottle opener. Actually, the art print was an accident. There we go. So, oh no, did I remove? Okay, we're okay. So you can see the items that we have here ready to go. So in this case, I just select those products and I add them. And then you can see this post. Now the social shop will include this. This is a great way to be able to provide a very specific shopping experience for your customers. So if I want to go ahead and view my social shop, it's going to go ahead and bring me right there. You can use this link anywhere you have access to the internet, anywhere your customers have access to the internet, and you don't need the app to utilize it. And from this standpoint, now what you can do is you can say, let's say that I have a collection here under this image right here. If I select it, and then I go ahead and select here, I am generating opportunities for people to come and take a peek at these items over on my website, but I'm doing it in a very collective way, in a collective fashion. Additionally, anytime you have, oh, this is another collection. This is a big collection. You can attach as many items as you would like. I know I've personally linked like 50 items to one particular post. I don't remember why, but I remember going, how far will this go? It's as much as you have the patience for, you can add to a particular post. Additionally, if you just add one product or one link to a post, for example, this coffee image, if I select that, you can see it just has one item. It'll take somebody directly to your website. Now, going back here, same goes for if it's an opportunity link. Oh, that's a shopping one. I've already clicked on that one. If it's an opportunity link, it'll go right to your website as well. So all of these will be tracked, and it may not on this particular demo account because, okay, it doesn't on this particular demo account because I'll let you in on a secret. The Pineapple Store is not a real store, but that's okay. I encourage you to play with this, give it a go, see what it does for your business. Ideally, your goal is to be able to share these things and invoke a little bit of curiosity to say, hey, check out this. And then you can actually utilize, this is one more point I wanted to make. Let's say that I wanted to share this particular collection here. This right here is a collection in itself. You can actually use this, select all, copy. You can use this anywhere you would like. So if you want to use this in the comment of a Facebook post, for example, it won't work on Instagram because you can't use links on Instagram. However, if you want to use this particular link, you just have to hit paste and you can use it anywhere. And then you're sharing this collection with whomever, wherever you're linking it, whether you're doing it in one-on-one communication, which we strongly recommend, or whether you're doing it in the comment of a Facebook post itself. So you can utilize these links anywhere that you see fit. I hope this is tremendously helpful. And I also hope that you have the ability to utilize, play with this, see what you can do to get your views, your personal site visits up. And again, my apologies for using the demo account. But I'd love to hear how that impacts your business. If you're focusing on recruiting for the end of the month or sales for the end of the month, then you can share with your social shop recruiting posts, sales posts, or product posts. But you can also share all those links individually. So for example, if I wanted to share, let's say that I'm just focusing on the sunglasses. This, copy link, I can share it with an individual as well, or I can just copy the link, paste and go. So this is also going to be a way to generate some visits to your website, right? To create some curiosity. Again, one-on-one communication is our preferred method, but you can also go ahead and utilize this in the comments of Facebook posts. Ideally, you wouldn't want to just say, check out these sunglasses and use this link, because that's not really, there's no benefit to them, right? You want to say, I found the best way to have the most fun on vacation. I wear these out and about. Wait till you see the link in the comments. And then have these link, and that way it can generate a link right to them. So I look forward to hearing how your challenge is. If you decide to accept, there they are. See, they're coming. They're just a little slow. I encourage you to play with this and see what you can do to increase those personal site visits. See where you're starting at. So go to your dashboard, see where you're starting at, and heads up, you can do this for any of these statistics. So for example, if you want to work on the number of to-dos you've completed, you are in full control, friend, of this particular portion. And if your company does not necessarily have a partnership and you need to log orders in order to get these to-dos to show up to complete them, I strongly encourage you to do that. Every time you get an email for an order, if you do, go ahead and make sure that you log that particular order, so that way you're following up with your customers in a timely fashion. Same goes for messages sent. You can send messages without to-dos. You just go to the contact, you pull somebody up, and you reach out to them. This is the best way to go ahead and add. There's the message sent. Ta-da! And as you can see, it's catching up. The logging is catching up here on the personal site visits or social shop visits. So pick a statistic, give it a go, call your shot in the comments. I'd love to be able to come back from my vacation and see how you did and see if it made an impact for your end of month. So I wish you well this long Labor Day weekend. I will be back next week, real life, not live, and I look forward to hearing about how you did in terms of working on one of the statistics and which one it is. So again, make sure to let us know what you're working on and what percentage of increase you're aiming for, or just how many you're looking to increase that particular stat by. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have an incredible day. We'll see you next week. Bye, friends.